गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् The Guru alone. Oh, wait a minute. I did something which was not required. So the Guru alone is Brahma, the creator. Guru himself is the maintainer. Guru himself is the destroyer. How do you understand this? Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. We know them as creator, maintainer and destroyer. But the verse, the invocation verse said, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha. So just like the water alone is at the beginning or the creation of a wave, the water is during the wave, and when the wave is destroyed, then also water alone is. Apply it on yourself. Self or the Guru, the Sadguru principle is the all-pervading principle. He is before, during and after. In other words, when we use before, during and after, it doesn't mean that he has become three. He is man expressing as husband, brother, what else, son. He has not become three. He is still the same person. And exactly the same way, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. And we can access that the Guru principle or the Sadguru Sakshat directly. And where? Within ourselves. And to that Sadguru, by whose grace we can come to realize him, to him my prostrations. And why did I as a child know this verse? No. Did I as a 20-30-year-old know this verse? No. Somewhere along in my life, I got exposed to this knowledge, and as I started thinking about it, contemplating on it, slowly came to realize, yes, just like the space has no beginning and no end, similarly this one who knows the space also has got no beginning and end. But space is inert. The Guru principle or the conscious principle is conscious. The reality principle or the Atmic principle is conscious. And to get this knowledge, to understand this knowledge, just like I went to an ashram to study. Why did I go to the ashram? Because at a young age I concluded that I'm not going to go into what I was seeing around. What was I seeing around? That people are getting married, they are arguing, they are fighting, they are struggling, they are trying to maintain and bring up the children, and the children don't listen and they get frustrated, and so on and so forth. Every family. We were also part of that family. And I said, my God, this was when I was 12-year-old. I said, my God, I have to finish my education, and my parents have not used their education in their entire life, whatever they studied. And then they got married, and then they produced us. And now frustrations at that time, jobs were not there, money was not there, food was not there. I said, I will have to go through all this. So is that what life is for? I don't want this life. And then what do I want? And when at that young age you are available, then what do I want? The answer comes because you are not corrupted yet by the society, not as much as we are now. And at that time the answer came, and the answer was the purpose of human life is moksha. Purpose of human life is liberation. Purpose of life is to, I didn't understand what liberation means, I didn't understand what moksha means, but that kept in the back of my, it went so deep on that day. I was telling my sister, it went so deep into me that it just it took over. I was on autopilot. You are doing what you are doing because I have to do a job, I have to earn the wealth, I have to go to sleep, I have to eat food, I am mucking around, etc., etc. But inside that flame has not doused. And slowly, slowly, slowly it is becoming into a raging fire. And the sadhana continued. And eventually it took me to the ashram. And there, what did the teachers say? First week, I went there to study scriptures. But the teacher made me wash dishes. Not me only, we were 65 of us. And out of 65, on the first week, because staff not there in the kitchen, no dishwashers, so he said, I need volunteers for the breakfast dishes to be washed. We did, because we are here for studies, and whatever the teacher tells us, asks us, we have to be ready for it. But next day, from 65, we are left only 40 people. Because 25 people said, we came here to study scriptures, we are not dishwashers. That is a low job. I have done so many years of sadhana, and now I have come to the ashram and study the scriptures, and you are making me do this. Such a person can never gain the knowledge. Forget it from the teacher, he cannot be available to his essential nature. Too big, too strong a ego. Then second week came, now it was breakfast dishes and lunch dishes, not one or two. We are 250 people. So breakfast dishes, lunch dishes, another 20 people left. And by the end of the month, it was dishwashing for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and mopping the dining area. We were only 27 left in the end. And we continued till the end of the course. But out of those 27 or 29, 2 people fell in love during the course. Just 3 months before the course was, the studies were going to be concluded, and we are studying Upanishads, we are talking about unconditional love, and they got the wrong meaning of unconditional love. And they eloped. They eloped from the ashram. Only after 2-3 years I met them in Delhi, already a baby was. See. So, life will present in every aspect of your life. Family life, study life, you want to start a business, there also, you want to start a job, there also. Challenges are always there. So challenges we have to face. But when we have resolved that these challenges are not going to end in my life, because I didn't create them, they are just coming. Let me be focused on what is worthy of being focused upon. And what is that worthy to be focused upon is the Sadguru. That Sadguru, because of our objective pursuit, the whole day, whole life, we are only looking at objectively. The God is in the temples or the churches, the Guru is in the ashram, the teacher is in the classroom. So, when it comes to reality, that habit of objectifying everything makes us look for the happiness, makes us look for the Sadguru, makes us look for the God principle, makes us look for the divinity objectively. And then what happens? Then we start cults, we start temples, we start religion. We write books and pray to the books, but don't study what is given in the books. Many places it happens. So this is all because of our objective approach. Objective approach means, you understand what objective approach is? I'm asking, what is objective approach? Don't look at me like this. What is objective approach?
Not subjective.
What did she say?
Everything outside,
That which is not subjective. Where the object is separate from you.
Yes.
It is separate. And therefore you are seeking it as a separate principle, as a separate idea, as a separate imagination, as a separate product, that food is separate to me and I desire food and I can go grab the food, put it into my mouth and become one with it. But is divinity, infinity, eternity, tranquility, peace, happiness, is it something that I can grab from outside and grab it objectively, experientially, and make myself one with it? Or is it my essential nature? So, yes, we study objectively, but we are subjective within. So when I say objectively you are hearing the words, Hari Om, objectively you are hearing the words, you have vision, you all have vision in your eyes. So you are hearing the words, but you cannot see the vision objectively. But you know it is there, isn't it? This becomes a subjective experience. Go one further. This is at sensory level. You all think by your mind. Is it an objective experience or subjective experience?
Subjective.
It is subjective. Okay. So the words are coming to you. I am saying you are thinking by your mind. You have never seen the mind in your life. Has anyone seen the mind? No. But you know it is there. Or you think you know it is there. See? So understand. I remember many years ago, which year I am talking about. I still remember, 1994 or 93. One night, myself and my sister, we were pulling our hair out on what is the difference between subjective and objective. Went crazy, and it became so frustrating. What is subject? How can I be an objective experience? Because I as a thought is an objective experience. Anyway, so you understand that. So what we are going to talk about is this subjective self that is not one per person, it is one without a second. This is the Advaita. Advaita Anubhuti. Anubhuti means experience. Experience of the non-dual reality or the non-dual self. The first verse goes, Ahamananda Satyadi Lakshana Kevala Shivaha Sadanandadi Rupam Ya Tenaham Dvayaha. I am of the nature of bliss. I am of the nature of truth. And with these attributes, there is only one, and that is the one, Shiva. Shiva means, you can take it as the Lord Shiva, or you can take Shiva, another meaning for Shiva is auspiciousness. Shiva is auspicious. And that is only auspicious. What is auspicious? That which is truth and that which is of the nature of bliss alone is auspicious. Now, when you hear this, then how do you must behave in your life? For no reason be happy. Then you are one with yourself. The more you cry, the more you are away from yourself. Shivaha Sadanandadi Rupam Ya Tena Hamachalodvayaha. And I am always unbroken, homogeneous mass of bliss. I'm not sometimes happy and sometimes miserable. I am a continuous blissful entity. This is the first verse here. And therefore, I am the unmoving, non dual principle. And it is true. Just like if the air is moving, the space doesn't move. If the fire is burning, the space doesn't burn. If the water is flooding, the space doesn't get flooded. If the earth cracks, there is an earthquake, the space doesn't start shaking like the earth is shaking. So what is space? It's supporting everything within its womb. All these four elements are there, but itself is undisturbed by any of the expressions, isn't it? What it is accommodating. Similarly, I am of the nature of bliss. I am of the nature of truth. And that spirit that I am, that Atma that I am, that consciousness that I am is this unmovable. Chala means that which can change. Achala means that which is immovable. Movable, immovable. So it is immovable. And that is possible only with the essential nature. So now look at your life. What is moving and what is unmoving? Is the world moving? I'm answering. You have to answer yes or no.
Yes.
Is the world moving?
Yes.
Are the air, fire, water, earth moving?
Yes.
Is the body moving?
Yes.
Is the breath moving?
Yes.
Is the thoughts moving? Are the concepts changing? Moving means changing. Are the concepts changing? Are the waking, dream and deep sleep states coming and going? Who knows this? Are you moving with them, or are you noticing that they are moving? You are observing, you are witnessing. But somewhere along this, even though intrinsically you know this, but we behave alternate to that knowledge. When we speak like this in a class, in a satsang, you accept it. You are answering it. But in your daily life, you forget it. You think you are the waker only and live only 1/3 of your life. Because one day of life is waking, dream and deep sleep. Only 1/3. And what rules you apply here, you don't apply in dream. What rules you apply here, you don't apply in deep sleep. What rules you have for the dream. For example, that when you wake up, you forget your wife, you forget your children, you forget the world, you forget the house, you forget the body. But in waking, I remember the body, I remember the wife, I remember the children. And imagine a continuity which is not there. Then what is continuous? This Atmic principle is the continuous one. And because of our objectification of experience, I superimpose that continuity that I am in essence on the body, that I am continuous as the body, I am continuous as the mind, I am continuous as the experiences. That the same bed was yesterday and same bed is the same wife from yesterday, same wife today. In dream, every day new wife. So next the verse says, Akshidoshad yathaikopa dviya vajnati chandramaha ekotyatma tatha bhati dvayavanmayaya mrusha. Just like one, you see the moon by your eye, correct? Even now, you are seeing this light by your eyes. You press the corner of your eye, you will see, instead of one lamp, you will see 2 lamps. Try. Don't take my word for granted as the gospel of truth. You will see 2. You press little bit, suddenly there are 60 people. I'm happy. No. So here it says, just like you, the vision has this fault that when you press a little bit and you start seeing two, I don't have to even press. If I take out, I don't see anyone. So that's even better. Huh? So this is the fault with the vision. And similarly, the Atma, uh, uh, due to the effect of Maya, because of, just like here, something unknown, maybe you are pressing it by mistake and you don't realize that why am I seeing two people. Same way, Atma, by the effect of Maya, sees the duality rather than the unity of experience. It is by the effect of Maya you see various wave and not the water. It is due to the effect of Maya that you see various ornaments and pay through your nose. But the goldsmith buys, when you go to sell him, he doesn't buy the ornament back, he buys the gold. He gives, you bought it for $10,000, he will give you only $6,000 if you go to sell the ornament back. Because his attention is on gold. So our Swamiji went to inaugurate a goldsmith shop in Mumbai, and he had two statues. One of Ram. He said, Swamiji, this statue is of Ram, and this is the statue of Ravana, a demon. The demon statue, because he has got 10 heads, is heavier, and Ram has got only one head, so it is lighter. Which one will you take if I offer it to you? He says, of course I will take Ravana with the 10 heads. Why? You are not a Ram devotee? Lord Rama's devotee? No, I am gold devotee. Alright, we must be very clear where the value is. See? So in this way, the duality is not real, and we are taking the duality to be real and forgetting the unity of experience. The Atma is that unifying principle. Its continuity I am superimposing on the duality. What is duality? Good, bad. What is duality? Likes and dislikes. What is duality? Joy and sorrow. What is duality? Hunger and thirst, heat and cold. Whole world. Sukha dukkha samay kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yudhyasva. So what? We have to go beyond it. And we can only go beyond the duality when we are not carried away by this or that. See? Megha yogad yatha neeram karakakarata miyat maya yoga tathaivatma prapanchakarata miyat. Just like the water of the clouds, by the yoga of the clouds, the water becomes the water in the clouds. By the yoga, clouds are doing yoga abhyas or meditation or some sadhana, and the water which they are containing within them becomes hailstones and falls on the earth. But what is it essentially? Water, isn't it? But what are you experiencing? The solid form. Exactly the same way. Exactly the same way. That infinite reality is being experienced as the what did I say? The ole ko kya bolte hail. Hail. We are experiencing it as the hail in the form of name and form. Hail cube has a specific shape, and that is called as hail. But what is it essentially? H2O. So where is our attention? On this name and form. What is it? Pradeep. What is it? Swami. What is it? Raghu. But what is it essentially? Paramatma, the supreme reality. You see a wave. I'm giving different examples so that it gels in. You see different waves. Your attention is on the beginning of the wave and the end of the wave. So a tiny streak on the water. Oh, how beautiful. One wave after the other coming. One tide after another tide coming. But what is it essentially? Water. Nothing wrong. Can you do anything about wave? No, it is coming and going. Can you stop the hail from coming? I haven't got the siddhi yet. See? But yes, I cannot do anything about the objectivity, but I can shift while living just like a woman, a mother, not woman, mother, sitting at home, doing everything, looking at the time, 3 o'clock, my child is going to come from school, 5 past 3, she's still doing all her jobs at the home, but her attention in the back of her mind is, where is my child? Why has that child not come? She's sweeping, she's cooking, she's making chapati, she's doing whatever is required to be done. But her, and it's all happening by default. Chapatis are coming around. But her attention is continuously on the child. So can you develop a acumen that you move in this world of duality and multiplicity, and your attention is continuously on the unifying principle, that is the self? It is possible. You have to work towards it. Little bit. Either you understand and suddenly in one go it clicks. It will not click because you think, oh my God, well, I never heard this before. What is this subjective outlet? You're gone. Then there was a Hindi movie, Lage Raho Munna Bhai. keep working, not keep walking. Otherwise you'll go to Johnny Walker. Keep working. So here, in the same way, Atma, due to the Maya, what is Maya? Delusion and projection, delusion and illusion. This is how Maya functions. So due to the Maya, some unseen force. And what is that force at a very subjective level? My forgetfulness of my essential nature. I'm forgetting that I'm the infinite one, and I'm accepting myself to be the individual one. Now I'm trying to find, why did this happen? No, you have to accept that it has happened. Now you have to find the way back. And what is that unseen force which has made it happen? Why do you think and forget? Do you think and forget anything? No, forgetfulness happens. Similarly, Maya also happens. It is an unseen force. And here, because of that Maya, that one Paramatma or Atma appears as space, air, fire, water, earth in the outside world. And these 5 elements mix and match together to form this body. At the gross level. At the subtle level, they form the senses. Because you have got senses in your dream also, isn't it? You're seeing, hearing, touching, feeling, tasting. Then few verses go, just like here. I will not chant these verses. Just like the water, the clouds, and the rain, and I again forget the word. The snow, which is hail. The hail, which is all of them are nothing but the water, and just as. And the water within each of these expressions of H2O or water does not get destroyed. Because the drop gets destroyed, the water does not get destroyed. Because the hail gets destroyed, the water does not get destroyed. Because the wave gets destroyed, the water does not get destroyed. Because the tide comes and dashes against the earth and loses its existence, water doesn't lose its existence. So what is the continuous principle? Water. What is the continuous principle? Gold. What is the continuous principle within me? When I put my attention that everything that is changing. So take a pen and paper and start writing down like we did in the beginning of this talk. What was changing? The world is changing, body is changing, breath is changing, thoughts are changing, concepts are changing, waking, dream and deep sleep are changing. Every thought is changing, every I thought is changing. But I don't feel that I'm changing. From childhood till now, one person comes and tells me, where I was going for a walk in Dapoli. We are having a retreat in the seaside place in Maharashtra, and just walking. I'm in these clothes and I'm walking. Suddenly, one person comes and stands in front of me. Guess how old I am? Who can ask such a question? I said, "You are 16-year-old." He says, "How did you recognize?" I feel 16 from inside. My body may be 80. Nobody feels they are grown up, isn't it? Oh, you only realize you are getting old because then when your desires are of a 16-year-old, but the body cannot work out your desires. And only when this prapancha, this samsara, uh, 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 the changing that has become the norm for us, until and this changing has not been transcended. Transcended means destroyed. Until we have not, can I destroy all the waves in the ocean? Is it possible? No. So what does destruction of wave means? I shift my attention from the changing waves to the constant water. When can I do it? While looking at waves. I don't have to do anything, close my eyes, sit in meditation, I have to, my God, the waves are not going. No, we don't have to do that. Same way here. While we are moving in the world, bring your attention to the unchanging principle, and that is the self. And that means that the changing has been destroyed. Ahinir vaya ninasha deha nasho yatha nahi dehatraya vinashena natmanashastatha bhavet. Just like a snake, again another example is taken by Adi Shankaracharya, just like the snake, when he goes through two sticks or two branches and takes out his dry skin, because the dry skin has come out, he has not gone out of existence, he continues to be. Exactly the same way, when the three bodies, what are the three bodies? The gross body, the subtle body, and the causal body. What is that? The waker, dreamer, and the sleeper. When these three are gone, you are not gone. You are not gone. So you have to look at, as a seeker, we have to look at our life as one whole, not only as the waking. You have to consider at the same time waking experience, dream experience, and sleep experience. Then you are addressing your one experience, or one day experience. But if you are looking only at the waking and forgetting the dream, it's only imagination. Sleep, I don't know anything. Then it is not complete. And same way, the gross body, the subtle body, and the causal body. When these three go away, you have not gone away. Dahako naiva dahyam sya dahyam tadvanna dahakaha naivatmaya manatma syad atma anatmayam na chatmakaha. Just like the one who lits the fire, and what is lit? The wood is lit. That is the burned, the burner and the burned. They cannot. The one who is lighting the fire can never become the stick, and the stick that is going to be burnt can never be the fire. For example, fire is that which burns the stick. It can never be the fire. Same way, this Atma can never be the Anatma. What is Anatma? Duality. What is Anatma? Objectivity. What is Anatma? The space, air, fire, water, earth, body, breath, mind, intellect, thoughts, waking, dream, deep sleep. All this is Anatma. A very technical word, Anatma. Atma. When Atma is not Atma, then it is Anatma. When man is not man, then what is he? Husband. Or son, or brother. See? So when he is behaving as that, what is that husband? Only an imagination in your head, which you have taken to be real. But what is real? Body, man is real. Husband is not real. It's only an imagination. So also wife. Not only man, you are not real. So also wife, so also mother, so also daughter, so also sister. So Atma, so what is changing? Body is changing, mind is changing, breath is changing, concepts are changing. This Atma can never be the body. This Atma can never be the breath. This Atma can never fall down to the level of change because it's the unmovable, immovable principle. And who is that? I am, in essence. So find out, right now also you are experiencing that all these words are coming and going, but your hearing ability remains constant. All this, what you are seeing different people, but the vision remains constant. All the stimuli from the five senses are going to the mind, but the stimuli appear there as thoughts are coming and going, but the mind remains constant. The mind also, the waking mind, dream mind, and no mind in deep sleep, they also come and go, but the consciousness remains constant. So find your source, think the correct way, and come to proclaim that you are that all-pervading, eternal, unborn, undying principle. यथा घटेषु नष्टेषु घटाकाशो न नश्यति तथा देहेषु नष्टेषु नैव नश्यामि सर्वगः. Just like when a pot is destroyed, the space in the pot does not get destroyed. Similarly, the pot in our scriptures is mentioned, not only the mud pot or the ceramic pot, this body is also called a pot. When this pot is destroyed, the Atma within that is expressing through this pot does not get destroyed. Imagine, oh, there is rebirth, I'm going to do all the sadhana in this life, and if I don't achieve liberation, then next life is always there. We say that out of ignorance, isn't it? Now imagine, the space in the pot says, I am able to hold, while this body called pot is there, I'm going to accommodate whatever they put in. But when the pot breaks, then I'll go and take go and enter into another pot. Can the space, when that pot breaks, go from that pot and which pot I like now? Oh, this one. And I'll enter into it. Is it possible? Is the water, when the water in one wave decides, oh, my impending death is coming, I'm reaching towards the shore, let me, which form I'm going to take again? Is the water from one wave going to go and take another form somewhere? Those molecules of water, are they going to be ever together? So this rebirth philosophy is only temporary. It is only told so that we don't blame anyone in this creation for the miseries and joys that we are experiencing. We take full accountability and full responsibility for where we are at this moment. No blaming, no justification. I think it's because of my parents, it's because of the God. Well, both are objective. You are giving cause to them and we are the effect. No. It sounds good. Because of my Guru Maharaj, no doubt. But now where is your attention on Guru? Is it on some form? Is it on some learning? Is it on some text? Or is it on the Atmic principle that you are? Then it is correct. But because of Guru Maharaj, everything is going on. See? So, when the pot is destroyed, the space within the pot is not destroyed. Come to this conclusion that when this body pot is destroyed, the conscious space that is expressing through this body pot does not get destroyed. Sarvajagadidam naham vishayatvadidandhyaha aham naham sushuptyadau ahama sakshitas sada. This entire world. How do you know this entire world? I am asking you. Those who know the answer, keep quiet. Those who don't know, please answer. How do you know this whole world? Say.
Through five senses.
Through five senses. Okay. A dead man also has eyes. Can he see? Then what is missing there? Life. Where does life express? How do you recognize there is life? No. Because there is mind. Therefore life is there. Breath or no breath. Between two breaths there is no breath. You are still living. Are you dead? Polar bears go into hibernation for such a long time. They are not dead. They start breathing again. Snake also does the same. You can also do the same. You can also do the same. Breath is not dead. So, how do we know the whole world? Through our mind. Everything in this world, we know it by way of thoughts, isn't it? If the mind is not there, can I say the world is there? I cannot say that. So here it says that everything in this world is an object of cognition is cognized by the mind. See the word, technical word for objects. This is an object. This is an object. You are all objects for me. The chair is object. The sofa is object. You know what is the word object called in Sanskrit? Anyone knows? Vishaya. Vishaya. Correct? You know what is the word wish mean? Poison. That which is of nature of poison is the objective world.
Is who we are.
Sorry, you define yourself. I don't say that to myself. I said objective world. What was objective world? That which is changing is objective world, isn't it? So why do you say that is what we are? You sabotage yourself straight away. That possibility to recognize that everything that comes and goes is of a nature of poison. That means not worthy of taking in. Not worthy of making a memory. For that, what will you do? See no evil, hear no evil, talk no evil. So what is the first step in yoga? Ashtanga yoga? Yama, niyama. Isn't it? Or in Sankhya Yoga, it is said the Vivek Vairagya Shatka Sampatti. Shatka Sampatti means the practices that you have to do, control your mind, control your senses, so that they don't get involved in the Vishaya, in the poison. See? And this and everything that every object that appears in our mind as a thought, I own it. Hunger comes as a thought and I say I am hungry. Sleep comes and I say I am sleepy. Birthday comes and I say I have become 60 years old. Yesterday only someone came. I am 60 years old. Swamiji, that's why I came for your darshan. I say now? Now what? By 61 you are going to go back into depression? No. See? So our attention, come sit down there. You want to, yes, sofa is there. You can sleep. And the one who owns all the objects in the mind, the I, just the examples I gave, that I also I am not, because that I is missing in deep sleep. Where is the I in the deep sleep? So that I is also temporary. The one who says, I am hungry, I am seeing, I am touching, I am feeling, I am happy, I am unhappy, I am rich, I am poor, I am successful, I am not successful. Even that I is missing in deep sleep. So therefore, here it says, aham naham sushuptyadau, ahama sakshita sada. Then what about this I? If that I in the deep sleep is missing, but I know that there was a deep sleep state, I had a wonderful sleep. You are the witness of all the three states. Just like you are the witness of, as an individual, you are a witness of all the days and nights that have come in your life, isn't it? Similarly, you are also the witness of all the waking, dream, and deep sleep from childhood till today. Any doubt that you don't know? No? So be the witness, not the one who is associating himself or herself. There is no himself or herself for the I. There is no question of, don't be the one who is associating with the object. Be the witness. So what is that? The verse which I told you before, Sukha Dukkha Same Kritva, means be equanimous when joys and sorrows come to us. Then Sukha Dukkha Same Kritva, Labha Lao, when gain and loss happens, remain equanimous. Meaning mindful, means don't react. When things happen, Labha Labho, Jaya Ajaya. When there is victory or defeat, again remain equanimous. And that's the way. That's the knack. Program yourself. Everything that you are is only a program in your mind. So program yourself in this way and be free. You cannot change what is going to take place at the worldly level or at the body level. Pain, disease, old age, it's going to happen. You are not creating joys and sorrows. Something, why someone likes pizza and another person hates pizza? There's no reason. It's just like that. At home, I have a person, few kids are there. One person does not eat eggplant. I hate eggplant. Second one, I hate bitter gourd. Third one, I hate cauliflower. Now, what do you make? So I chop everything together and they can't see anything. And put enough masala. Oh, that was very tasty. But you tell that person, that was cauliflower, oh, it all comes out. But you can how have you? Every phobia is a program. You have programmed yourself. Every fear is a program which you have programmed yourself because you have wrongly interacted with the object and created and you have thought about it again and again and again and again. I am afraid of what is that? Arachnophobia. Fear of spiders. I'm afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of cockroach. You see the cockroach there and you jump from there outside. Suicide. Why? That cockroach was so far away. At home, sometimes in summers, the spiders come into the bathroom. I catch him by the leg, and nicely I'll take him out and put him in the garden. Oh, and they're looking at me and they're scared for me and for themselves. How can you do that? I said, come, I'll show you. I'll put it on your hand. So I am the witnessing consciousness, not the one not the I which comes and goes with every object. I know the hunger. Thought is over. I know I am in a satsang. This thought is also over. I am listening. Again, this thought is over. So I is also going. It is I thought is temporary, and every object that it is associating itself with is also temporary. So you cannot be the temporary I. And if you say I am the waking I, this waking I also goes away and becomes the dream I. And both of them go and become no I in deep sleep. So you cannot be this I. Then which one are you? Now this is a thought to provoke ourselves to think correctly about ourselves. We are the witnessing one who knows all the three. देहत्रयमिदं नित्यं मामत्वेनाभिमन्यते यावत्तावदयं मूढो नानायोनिषु जायते. As long as this stupid person thinks that the gross body, subtle body, causal body is the self, till then he keeps taking birth from one life to another life, because it's all in his mind. He has imagined that there is a next life. Actually speaking, there is no next life. But because we have taken it so seriously, sincerely, and become convinced of it, and it is helpful. I'm not saying it is not helpful, but get out of it, man. Get out of it. Swapna bhoge yathaivecha prabudhatya na vidyate asat swargadike bhoge naivecha jnaninastatha. Just like a waking person does not desire. You must, any one of you dreamed last night? Nobody will tell. They all have their secret. But after waking up from the dream, nobody desires what they experienced in the dream, isn't it? And that leads to misery. That leads to misery. Then you write, then you get books written on realize yourself by analyzing your dreams. There are books like that. I'm not joking. I also read one of them many 30 years, 40 years ago. Then what am I doing, man? Then we start looking for answer. I think I got that dream. I saw a snake. I think, what does snake mean? Snake represents Kundalini. Kundalini is rising. No, but the snake was going, no, your Kundalini is flat. Then I saw God, I saw this, I saw that experience, I saw someone coming and giving me money. Am I going to get a lottery? I'm going to get wealth. Yeah. So we create cause and effect, and we start thinking that all these are subconscious answers for our waking state. Stupid. Till today you haven't. In dream you have the most ideal wife and the most ideal husband and the most ideal child. In waking, everything is different. As much as you may try, it doesn't work out that way. So here, and therefore such people who, those who desire things like that from the dream or from the waking, they desire heaven, they desire a plane of existence where there is no hunger and thirst, where all their desires are fulfilled just by way of thought, where they do not get old age and disease. This is what heaven is, these three things. No hunger, thirst, no old age and death or disease, and every desire of yours, you think and it's fulfilled. Wow. Because they have not reached a state here. Warren Buffett has so much money, but he still drives that old 20-year-old Toyota Corolla. But many people are there, they see, oh, he has that, he has this Mercedes, he has got that, I want, and there's continuous competition and comparison. And then what can I do? Then I want to do some, I'm doing, I do this chanting, I do chanting of the mantra, I do some fire sacrifice, I do this. Why? I want heaven, I want heaven, I want to attain heaven, I don't want to go to hell. See? These are such people, those who are lost in wanting to enjoy the desires. Nyasya nastyeva sansaro jadavad nyasya karminaha janato naiva bhiryadva gajju sarpama janata. Just like an ignorant person, he appears as a doer in the world, and same person, oh, he's such a positive person, he's such a doer, he's such an achiever. But for a wise person, he's the most stupid fellow who is achieving. But what is he achieving? That which is going to leave you one day, that which you cannot take away with you when you die. Can you take this body with you, going to gym and exercising? Someone called me for food the other day in Melbourne, and the moment I enter, he says, I like taking Mickey. I said, you're looking handsome, man. What do you do? I also want to become handsome like you. Because he was wearing a t-shirt, tight one, all his muscles. He's elder than me, but his muscles are... Swamiji, I go to gym. And you know what time I go? I go at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I don't sleep during the day. And I'm maintaining myself. Then I said, okay, and we're going on. I said, afterwards, when some time came, I said, are you going to take the body with you when you die? Push. All deflated. Oh, I never thought of that. Oh, I never thought of that. That's why you called me for food. To deflate you. This is the price you have to pay for calling me for food. So are you going to call me next time? Next deflation. He started smiling. So the wise person, for him, the one who is doing to achieve, someone is doing yoga, all the asanas, all the pranayams, all the japa and all the meditation. Nothing that you do is going to take you to the self, because you are already the self. The wise man is going, good, you are doing yoga, you must do more yoga. Someone is doing pranayam, oh, you are going to, no, you have to do the difficult one. You want to do japa? Swami, this japa I am doing for so many years, it's not working. Okay, I'll give you a bigger japa, a bigger long one. So we are deluding ourselves. For the wise person, the one who is addicted to doing is the most ignorant person. Who is the one? Then who is, are we all not doing? Are we all not doing anything? We are doing the karma, isn't it? What is karma? You all know karma word, you have heard?
Yeah.
What does karma mean?
Your duty.
No.
No? That's dharma.
That is dharma.
Actions.
Sorry. What is the, someone who knows it, keep quiet. What is the difference between action and activity? What is the difference between action and activity?
The doer.
Good, sir. Data. That's why she got the front seat. Doer identified with activity, then that activity is called action. Where there is a doer in an activity, that activity is called action. And that activity where there is no doer, that action where there is no doer is called as activity. Now see the magic here. You are all doing sometimes activity, sometimes action, okay? So right now you are listening, your attention is not listening, so you're I am the listener. But your eyes are also seeing, that is not important. So there's no seer there. It's happening, isn't it? Everything is happening actually. So when there is a doer and action comes about, that activity is called as action, you create impression in your mind as a memory. First thing. And you will get, because there is a doer of action, there will be a result. I am doing the action because I want a result. But if there is no doer and activity is taking place, there will also be a result, but it is not binding. It will not become a memory. So what is the smart way of moving around in life? Let the activity happen, don't become the doer. If you become the doer, the activity will become binding. You will get entangled in it. And if you are not the doer, activity will come, activity will go. You are just witnessing it. And that is truth. Hunger comes, waking comes, dream comes, sleep comes, the day comes, the day goes. Everything is happening. But unnecessarily, we are taking the ownership of the activity and becoming attached to that activity. But activity, in the first place, we did not create it. It's happening. Eyes are there, objects are there, seeing is taking place. Why you want to become the seer? Let them do it. Did you create the vision? No. Did you create the hearing ability? No. Did you create the waking? No. Did you create the dream? No. Did you create the hunger? No. But hunger comes by itself and you say, I am hungry. I have taken the ownership of the hunger. And this way we keep we keep precipitating the memories, and these memories become our personality, and then that leads to future births. The whole sadhana in the spiritual sadhana is to undo all this. And the only way to undo all this is not by doing. Because if you do, you are creating more. Then what? Understand and let it click. Right now you are understanding. Nothing is being done. Let him speak. You be empty. Let me speak, you be empty. It will wash you. Wash your mind. Only one click is required. So expose yourself to this satsang. When you say that I am going to study and I am going to understand the scriptures, you are creating doership. You be available where you don't have to think. Some fellow is thinking for your mind. Be available. That's it. And because of that, when we take the doership or the ownership, then we don't want to lose that which you have got associated with, that we don't want to lose that we have got identified with, we don't want to lose what we have got attached to, then fear comes into our life. So give yourself an opportunity. So then what has to be done? Here it says, Saindhavasya, it's not clear. So just like, what is the yoga? Yoga is like, there is water and you add salt into it. Can you catch the salt afterwards? Can you find the salt afterwards from the water? melts into the water and pervades the entire water. You cannot separate water and salts in any manner. And same way, the Atma, when the self, when the I is continuously thinking of the witnessing consciousness or being the witnessing consciousness, the person becomes one with the infinite Atma. The example given in our is just like when pupae, when it is about to become a butterfly, the mother butterfly goes and covers. It cannot see anything but the eyes of the mother, and it keeps looking 2-3 days, and then after 3 days, what comes out is a butterfly. So same way, if your attention is not distracted by anything in this world, is not getting attached to anything in this world, but is thinking about that which cannot be thought of. What is that? The self. What is that? Your essence. What is that? The one who is witness of the 3 states. You keep contemplating on it, one day you will be it. Because that's how. I keep contemplating, I cannot do this, one day I will not be able to do it. I cannot give satsang, I cannot talk, I'm not very clear, I don't know what words to use, I can't chant Sanskrit. You will not be able to chant Sanskrit, or you will not be able to give a talk. One man, he's now how much? 52 years old. He came 2 years ago. Swamiji, I want to study, chant Bhagavad Gita. I said, okay. And I gave him half an hour before Sanskrit class, you come. He started, hi man. After 3 weeks, I was frustrated because he does not know. He's reading from the English letters, not the Sanskrit letters. You can never get the same intonation and the same clarity. I said, you have to study Sanskrit. He only said, I didn't say. So he came and he started, and he got a lot of scoldings from me. Because he has never studied Hindi. He speaks Hindi, but he has never studied Hindi. He doesn't know the alphabets. He doesn't know the vowels. And he started. And 2 years later, now he is able to pronounce all the alphabets properly. He is able to read the Sanskrit sentences properly. He is able to chant the Bhagavad Gita properly. And therefore, 2 weeks ago, we did the entire Bhagavad Gita chanting in his house, because he says, I want to do it because I know I can do it. And please, all of you come. But 2 years it took. But he cracked it. It happened. You have to just be persistent. So when we are consciously persistent towards our nature, which is that of being a witness, not that one which is identified, which is witness, then one day you will just be that witness initially, even though it is a thought, but eventually it will become your natural state. And just like the sun, when it is reflecting in various spots of water, does not get corrupted by the appearance of various reflections of sun in the pots of water. The nature of every reflected sun in the pot of water is like the sun. It is also light, it is also looking like a circle, it is also effulgent, it is also illuminating something close by. But the original sun is not influenced, corrupted by the various reflected suns in the pot of water. Same way, this Atma, this essential self, does not get corrupted, because it is of the nature of all pervasiveness, the self. It does not get corrupted by the various expressions in various pots. What is that? You, her, all the people in the world. Just like, I give you one example which you experience every day. Just like in dream, so many people appear in your dream, isn't it? the space, air, fire, water, earth, plants, rivers, mountains, past, present, future, people, male, female, everything, disease, health, success, failure, everything is happening in the dream. Every person is having a separate, different mind. Every person is an individual person in the dream. But does your mind get influenced by any one of them? The moment you wake up, you give zero value to everyone, isn't it? Exactly the same way. Space does not get affected by what it is accommodating. Same way, the consciousness that I am, or the sun that I am not affected by the limited expression of the consciousness which is everywhere. Such a person is a wise man. Right now, I feel that I am this body. Make yourself, elevate yourself, evolve to realize that you are the all-pervading self, and that all-pervading self means I am the self in everyone. You are not going, hey, give me myself back. Not that way. But then such a person is silent because he is in unity with himself. And in this way, Shiva eva sada jivo, jiva eva sada Shiva, Vetyaikya manayor yastu sa atmagno na chetaraha. Shiva, that Lord, or that unborn one, or that undying one, that continuous one, that is Shiva, he alone is the individual. Here the words were Shiva eva sada jivo. So Shiva himself is the jiva. Jiva means conditioned consciousness. Shiva means infinite, unconditioned consciousness. So that unconditioned consciousness itself is expressing as the conditioned consciousness, as if, and therefore jiva eva sadashiva. Therefore this individual consciousness essentially is nothing but that infinite unconditional consciousness. Recognize this about your essential nature. Vetyaikya manayoho yastu sa atmagno na chetaraha. That person who recognizes the oneness between the consciousness at the individual level and that infinite consciousness, the one who recognizes the individual pot space is the same as the infinite space, the one who recognizes the reflected sun is nothing but the original sun, the one who recognizes the gold in one ornament is nothing but the gold element itself, the one who recognizes the water in one wave is essentially the infinite waters. Such person is a wise person. Such person is a wise person. He knows, such a person knows the self. Then it says, Kshira Nira Vivekagno Hamsa Eva Chetaraha Atmanatma Vivekagno Yatireva Na Chetaraha. Only our Muktanandji, he is a Paramhams. Swami Nityanandji, his guru, he is a Paramhams. Who is Paramhams? Hamsa is a swan. And what is the quality of swan? In our scriptures say, it can separate milk from water. So are you a swan? Are you able to separate the real from the unreal? Are you able to separate the constant from the changing? Then if you are Paramhamsa. This is the alertness that is required every moment of our existence. I don't get indulged, involved, carried away, enslaved by, attached to, identified with that which is changing. I am continuously, acutely aware that I am the witness. I'm supporting all the change, but I'm not the one who changes. Then you are Paramahamsa. No, the one who talks about it but does not practice it, he is very, very wise person. He cannot be a wise person. See? Nyate sthano kutaschora. No, this verse we don't need. So, okay, we can say, where is the stolen stuff? If there is no stolen stuff, there is no thief. If there is no thief, there is no fear of thief. So, if you are abiding in your self as the self, then where is that which is taking away, which is, pulling you away from yourself? Then there are no objects. Then where's the fear? If there are no objects, where is the fear? Then there's no fear because you are abiding in the self. The objects, the multiplicity, the subject and the object duality, the waking dream and deep sleep, they only happen when you are not being the essential self, the Atma Tattva. Dehatrayamidam bhati yasmin brahmani satyavat tadevaham param brahma dehatraya vilakshanaha. In that one reality in which the gross body, subtle body and the causal body and in that reality, because reality is all pervasive. So there is water is all pervasive. So reality is also all pervasive. That I am. And in that, as if the gross, subtle and causal bodies, they are appearing and disappearing, appearing and disappearing. And that one who is other than the waking dream and deep sleep, that one I really am. Again and again, keep affirming to yourself. Keep affirming to yourself. See, there is an exercise our Gurudev used to say, introspect, detect, negate, affirm, and go to sleep. Go to sleep means grow and be happy. So what do you do? Introspect. Every day you complete your day. How? By introspecting the day. What do you introspect? What is my goal? I want to be the witness in consciousness. I want to be the permanent self, the infinite self. So you are introspecting. Where during the day I was less than what I want to be. Detect. Achha, here, there I remembered. There I gave a lecture. That time I was remembering. After lecture I forgot. The moment food came, I forgot. When I was in meditation, I remembered. When I was chanting, that time also I remembered. But other time I forgot. So you detect where during the day, and you don't have to go analyzing everything. If 2-3 things come while lying in the bed, acha, good. Detect. Negate. Okay, I am not going to repeat that next time. I must be alert whenever those type of circumstances come. And affirm. First was negate. Now it is affirm. I am of the nature of bliss. I am of the nature of permanence. I am of the nature of constancy. I am the pure self. I am in all and all are in me. Go to sleep. That's it. Don't look for an answer afterwards. Now what? What is the experience of all are in me and I am in all? You will go crazy if you try to look for an experience. Don't look for an experience. So last verse says, 14 minutes. If I take 14 minutes, it will be 1 hour 30 minutes. So I will not take that much time. Vishwadikatrayam yasmi na paramatmani satyavat sa eva paramatmaham vishwadika vilakshanaha. In this this Paramatma at the relative level, how is it functioning? It is functioning, or it is seen to be expressing as totality and individuality. It is seen to be expressing as macrocosm and the microcosm. I am the micro, the individual. What is macro? God, Ishwar, totality. Then how does he express at totality and how does he express at individuality? We are talking about conscious principle. So at the conscious principle in the waking state, that consciousness which is expressing through the waking body, which is keeping this mind alive, what is it called? It is called Vishwa. That consciousness which is expressing through the dream, it is called as Taijasa. That consciousness which is expressing through sleep is called as Prajna. Now, everything is, what is in the micro has to be in the macro. So, what is the total waking state, dream state, total dream state and total deep sleep state? What is the consciousness called at the total waking state? It is called as Vaishwanara. What is Vaishwanara? In the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the Lord showed him the Vishwarup Darshan. That is Vaishwanara. He says, Om Sahasra Shirasha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad Sabhumim Vishwato Vritva Atyatishthad Dashangulam. He is saying, I am expressing through all the eyes, I am expressing through all the senses of everyone. I am expressing through all the limbs. So he doesn't feel that these limbs are separate. He says, I am only expressing through everything. That unified experience is Vaishwanara in that consciousness at the totality level. What I am experiencing, I am the Vaishwanara. Om Sahasra Shirasha Purusha. I am expressing through all the eye cells in my eyes. I am expressing through all the cells in my eardrum. But individual, huh? I am expressing through all the hands and legs and organs and physiological functions and everything. So at an individual level also, without this life, this will not function. That consciousness is called Vishwa at the individual level. Same at totality level, it is called as Vaishwanara. And the dream, the consciousness is called Taijasa. At the totality dream level, he is called the creator. He is called Brahmaji. He is called Hiranyagarbha. He is called the golden womb, in whom everyone is appearing, existing there in an unmanifest form. Do you know what dream is going to come when you go to sleep? Do you know? Sometimes beautiful dreams, sometimes ugly dreams, sometimes scary dreams. But where did they come from? They came from somewhere, isn't it? They came from your mind. It cannot come from anywhere else. Exactly same way. The entire total dream, the entire dream. In fact, in our scriptures, there is no waking and dream. There is only dream. Waking is only an imagination, is a word used for the sake of the individual. From the totality point of view, there is only dream. See? But it is in the unmanifest form. Then third, the consciousness at the individual deep sleep level is called as Prajna, which knows everything, because there is no objectivity to get distracted or hijacked. So it is knowing itself. And what is that consciousness at the totality deep sleep? What that means, where there is no manifestation, everything has collapsed. He is called as, what is the word? Ishvara, the God principle. Who is Ishvara? Who supports everything but is not caught up by anything. See? So in this way, the last verse in this text says, Virādāditrayam bhāti yasmin sakshini satyavata sa eva satchidananda lakshanoham swayam prabha. the Virat, meaning the Vishwaroop, the Hiranyagarbha, that is the Brahmaji, or the total dream state, the consciousness in the total dream state, and the Ishvara, the consciousness expressing to the total deep sleep state. All these three, they are none other than the Sakshi, that just like behind them, the, the, the supreme principle, the supreme spirit, the Paramatma knows these three expressions. Similarly, I am that of the nature of that Atma. Who is that? Satchidananda Swarup Swayam Prakash. I am of the nature of Satchidanand, existence, consciousness, bliss. That is my true nature. And I don't need anything to illuminate my nature. I am self-effulgent. That means I don't need a mirror to see myself. I don't need a scripture to tell me who I am. I don't need a teacher to tell me who I am. I don't need thoughts to remind me who I am. I am self-knowing, I am self-effulgent, I am self-consciousness. That is my truth. Proclaim it. When? Now. Because you go down, you will think only of food. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Same position, don't change anything. No shuffling. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Swamiji, thank you.
Hari Om, Hari Om.
Hari Om.